What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformer Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Decepticon or Constructicon Scavenger. Now, this is one of the final pieces that you're going to need for your Devastator build. And yeah, this is currently number 5 out of, well, they are calling it 4 out of 5, but this is really 5 out of 6, if we're going to really be honest. This is number 5. They want you to have Scavenger first, then they want you to get Mixmaster, then they basically have a way that they want you to purchase their stuff, but they just don't like to talk about how to do it. So, anyways, let's remove the figure here from this, and we'll take a quick look at the packaging. And really quickly, I have to apologize for said packaging. I was not the person who did this. I was not the person who, like squished my freaking box. That was all thanks to Amazon. So, good job. Anyways, so that's pretty much it for the box on that front. And now, bringing the figure in here, it's Scavenger. I mean, this is really just a G1 Scavenger. I mean, seriously. Nothing new to it, nothing different, nothing special, just pretty much G1 Scavenger in modern day form. So, yeah, can't complain too much about that. One thing I will say that I do not like about this guy at all, though, is this bit on the cab. Mine is a bit loose, and also mine does not want to seem to tab in completely correctly. So, yeah. Much fun there, too. So, anyways. Now that we've taken a look at that, let's get him into scale comparisons, and we're only going to do certain scale comparisons because we have Devastator mostly transformed for this video, so we are not going to compare all of the Constructicons. We will go over that in a separate video later this week. So, anyways, here he is next to Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime, and I do have to say that is a nice look for all of this going on here. Here he is next to Studio Series 86 Commander, or not Studio Series 86, Kingdom, jeez Louise, gotta get that right, Kingdom Commander Class Rodimus Prime, which I gotta be honest, they're probably going to re-release this in Studio Series 86 anyway, so not gonna be surprised when they eventually do. Here he is next to Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock. Been a minute since we've used him. And finally, here he is, excuse me, next to his Commander-in-Chief. Here he is next to Studio Series 86 Megatron. And I gotta say, I do love me that Megs. And I gotta say, though, if you guys did catch the live stream, Devastator with 86 Megs, just this, oh, already is beautiful. So, yeah. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get him into his combined form because that is slightly easier apparently. And then after we get him into his combined form, then we are going to get him onto Devastator. And then as soon as we have him on Devastator, then we will get him into robot mode. We will do a quick jump cut and we'll go right to it. So, to do this, you're going to pretty much just take these, you're going to split them open, and you're going to just basically just bring them all the way down like so, down here. And then there's this panel right in here. You're going to open that up, and then you're going to take this foot section, or at least what's going to become the foot, and you're just going to tab it in like so. And then you're going to take this piece, and you're going to rotate this all the way around like so. After you've brought this out, close this up, close that one up like so also, and there you have it, or you have Scavenger in his combined form. So, actually I think it's more like this is where it needs to be, but yeah, like that, excuse me. This is how he looks in his combined form. So now, bring in the big chonker himself, and if you'll give me just a moment, use my spice seasonings to make sure he stays standing still. So if you give me just a moment, let me just do that for the moment. Then we can raise this up. So we'll raise it up. And what you're going to do is you're going to open up the chest on Devi. And then you're going to take this and you're just going to swing this down and around. Why this is being a pain. My apologies. You're supposed to have it like this. My bad. My bad, folks. It's supposed to be like this. I apologize. But take this, slide that on top, close this all up, and these two bits tab right on into this section right here. And they do the same thing on Bone Crusher as well, along with securing the chest. So make sure all that's done. Then we're going to take our arm, and we're just going to pop it in like so. And there you have Scavenger in his arm mode for Studio Series 86 Devastator. Alright, so now that we've done that, we can get him into his robot mode. So let's just remove this, and we shall now get him into his robot mode. Now to get him into said robot mode, you're going to break all of this apart, close this panel back up, and you're just going to redo everything. Just bring this back all the way down, like so. Then you're going to come to this section here. You're just going to shift this up, untab it, and at the same time, also, bring it in. So untab this, shift this up till it thoops into place, and then do the same thing on the other side. We'll remove the gun. Take this piece, untab it, make sure it shifts up, thoop that into place, and then we're going to take all of this and we're just going to close it up a little bit like that. Going to come back to this section here, and then we are going to open up that flap right there. Make sure the chest piece is folded out just enough so that these can go right into these grooves. And you're going to close that up like so. And then we're going to flip out the head, close up the chest, squeeze that all together, and we are all on the final stretch now. So gotta make sure this tabbed in. That was supposed to tab into the cab. So now I'm going to fold out the feet. Do the same thing on the other side. Fold out the feet. Pop the knee joint so that way we know what's going on. Then flip out his handsies. And make sure we can get all of this straightened out. Maybe we do need to just keep his legs straight. I think we'll do that. Then we shall give him his gun. And this collapses. This either collapses like this, the way it could be, or to make sure everything is all nice and stable, it's like this. So, alright. Now, there you have Scavenger in his robot mode. And once again, I can't complain about the Constructicons. Hasbro, what are you doing to me? You're making my wallet scream. But take note, we do have Mixmaster, so we probably will be getting into that review here shortly. But I gotta say, this is a very nice addition to the collection, and to finally have Studio Series 86 Devastator almost complete, it's nice. So let's take a quick look at that head sculpt, which is quite possibly one of the most unique ones that we've gotten out of all the Constructicons. So that he's also got a unique chest as well. So this is the most G1 accurate chest I think I've ever seen in my life. And for those of you who did not have the original G1 Devastator, and I didn't have it, but I had the Tonkinator crossover, so they basically just released all of them as Autobots and in a yellow form. But this little bit where the Decepticon symbol is, that folded down, and you could connect that piece to the original Devastator. This was a different piece. Like, this flap here was here, but this piece was also a separate piece as well. So But anyways, let's get him into scale comparisons. Then we shall give our final thoughts on the figure, rank him, and then we shall end the video. So here he is next to Studio Series 86 Prime. Here he is next to Kingdom Rodimus. Here he is next to Studio Series 86 Grimlock. And finally, here he is next to Studio Series 86 Megs. So, yeah. That's how all of that looks. Now, to continue on with the Constructicons here that we are definitely continuing on with, I can't complain. I mean, I definitely do like this guy. I think I like this guy a little bit more than I like Bone Crusher because, I mean, take note. The purple and this go together very well. There's no purple at all on Bone Crusher. Like, none. So, this I can 100% get on board with. I do like the simplistic design. I do, however, there is one thing I do have a nitpick with on this figure. By the way, that being said, this figure already is, you know, I already love the fact that this figure exists and it's already out, and I'm already glad that I've got this guy, and I'm glad that he's going to be added to my Devastator collection. But my problem is the availability of this guy. This guy, Mixmaster, Megatron, Grimlock, and Sideways are the figures that everybody's having a hard time getting a hold of. And not to mention, we're also having issues. And when I say Sideways, I'm not talking Studio Series. I'm talking like Age of the Primes. And the same thing goes for Age of the Primes Excellion, and it also goes for Age of the Primes Onyx Prime. So there's loads of different things that are going on that they're just not stocking it fast enough, is my point. So if you are in your local area and it says, oh, you can go and pick this up right now, and you show up and it's gone, that's most likely because somebody already scalped it or bought it or whatever it be. So I can't agree with that, but what I can agree with is the fact that they have this figure and the way they have him all set up, the way that they've got everything ready to go for him. I just can't complain about this at all. So that being said, I'm going to give this guy, let's give him a 7 out of 10. And anything above a 5.5 is like, I would recommend this. You go pick up this figure, like maybe not immediately, but go pick it up if you haven't. So I definitely agree with that. It's a much, much, much bigger step forward than the Combiner Wars one. They really did the Combiner Wars Devastator really dirty. They did Mixmaster dirty. They did Hook dirty. They did Scavenger dirty, or not Scavenger, Scrapper dirty. They really did Long Haul dirty. They didn't really do Bone Crusher all that bad because Bone Crusher was, well, Bone Crusher. You can't really change much on him, but, you know, the rest of them you can. So, anyways, that is my review for the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Scavenger for your Studio Series 86 Devastator. And this is Thomas Fana once saying, do not forget to subscribe to Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick's Voice Rail, Riveted Rail Fan, Riveted Reviews, Alexander Rothschild, Kitten Cat 999, Gordon the Glowworm, we'll throw that one out there, Corey Tucker as well on Facebook, and do not forget to also check out Zaga the Animator, Kitten Cat 999, Trooster Tube, and Sentinel Edits, as they are some friends, as all of them are friends, family, and fans of the show. So please do not forget to show them some love as well. And also, please do not forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button, or wherever it is down below. And please do not forget to hit that notification button so you can be notified of the final Devastator review that we do, which, y'all, I do have it literally sitting right here, and it is getting filmed as soon as this is done. So we are going to get all of that started here in a little bit, but you guys won't get to see that until next week, until later this week. So, not next week, later this week. So, anyways, this is Thomas Fana saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.